To read or not to read? That is the question. Today, we're going to be tackling the bard himself, William Shakespeare. Some say he's the greatest writer of all time. Others say he's the reason why their homework feels a little bit like decoding alien prophecy. But what if I told you Shakespeare wasn't some recondite sesquipedalian wordsmith burying obfuscated meaning beneath labyrinthine syntax? He wrote for everyone. The jokes were punchy, the drama was spicy, and the characters were messy. Today, we're breaking down why Shakespeare still matters, and more importantly, how to read him without feeling like you're starring in the final act of Macbeth. First, let's address the rough-collared elephant in the room. Why should you care about plays that were written over 400 years ago? How could any of this apply to your life in the 21st century? Is it academic torture? Literary hazing? The world's longest running prank? Actually, there are some pretty great reasons why Shakespeare stayed trending longer than Enneagrams, essential oils, and that one time everyone was a Charlotte Mason purist. Reason number one, Shakespeare basically invented how we talk. He casually came up with over 1,700 words that we still use today. Gossip, swagger, eyeball, all Shakespeare. Imagine saying, "the seeing orb in your face." Awkward. Reason number two, Shakespeare's stories are everywhere. From Disney to teen comedies to every love story ever. Shakespeare's plots keep getting recycled because of its universal themes. Which brings us to reason number three. The man knew people like scary well. Shakespeare was dropping psychological insights that still ring true centuries later. Jealousy, love, betrayal. He covered it all. And the tea was hot. Okay, so Shakespeare was brilliant. Cool. But how does that help you when you're staring at the page and it looks like it's full of alien hieroglyphics? Let's fix that.
So, we couldn't find a sponsor for this video, but if I had to imagine what a sponsor for this would look like, it would be a little something like this.
Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and thought, ew, poor? Well, don't do that anymore. Get Elizabeth's own tooth paint and make your smile look like British royalty. With the formula specially crafted to be banned in 195 countries, ensuring only you have access to it, Elizabeth's own tooth paint will have you smiling like you have steady access to sugar.
Since switching to Elizabeth's own toothpaste, I smile screams royalty. I don't feel like a peasant anymore.
Use code Bubonic in checkout to get a second jar for free and smile like it's $15.99.
Just to kill with my own treachery.
Tip number one, stop reading it like a book. Shakespeare didn't write novels to be read silently in your room while you contemplate your life choices. He wrote plays meant to be performed, experienced, and watched. These were the blockbuster movies of his day. Suddenly, the meandering monologue in Henry V is actually an inspirational speech, and the oh-so-dark and brooding Hamlet is really a detective uncovering the murder of his father. Tip number two, translate as you go. When you hit a confusing part, stop and put it in your own words. For example, Catherine in The Taming of the Shrew says, "If I be waspish, best beware my sting." In other words, she's saying, yeah, I got a temper, best check yourself. And it's not about getting it perfect, you're just trying to feel out the vibe. If it helps you to picture Catherine walking off like a reality TV star snapping her fingers, you're doing it right. Tip number three, look for the clever wordplay and humor. Here's the thing, it's easy to miss the jokes when you're new to Elizabethan poetry. Shakespeare's plays are full of witty wordplay. His groundling audience, the regular folk, would have been howling with laughter. Shakespeare loved double meanings, puns, and clever comebacks that still work today. Context is everything. Just like it would have been hard for an Elizabethan peasant to sympathize with our 21st century woes, like waiting in the mobile order line of God's favorite chicken restaurant, but the person in front of you hasn't put their mobile order in yet, and they probably don't know what a QR code is. People believed in witches. Kings had absolute power, and the reality of dying from a paper cut was a serious thing. context matters, so read your history before diving in. Next, pick an easy one. Hamlet's a murder mystery. Julius Caesar's about a coup. The Taming of the Shrew is literally a rom-com. Pick one that's interesting and start there. Finally, and this is crucial, give yourself permission to not get it the first time. Shakespeare was meant to be experienced and not read, so look for a local performance, or dare I say it, watch a film or two. And finally, remember this mantra. Shakespeare was entertainment first and literature second. His goal was to get butts in seats, not to torture students for generations to come. He was basically the cinematic universe of his time, but with tights instead of capes. Look, I get it. Shakespeare can seem intimidating, outdated, or just downright confusing. But when you crack the code, you'll connect with stories that have entertained people for generations. These plays have survived plagues, wars, and even TikTok. They're about angsty teens, co-workers, stuff we deal with today, but just with fancier language and a little bit more stabbing. So, the next time you find yourself reading Shakespeare, don't look at it as homework. Keep these tips in mind, and you might actually find yourself enjoying it. So remember, learning is a lifestyle. Be an everyday educator. Oh, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps us more than a good pun helps a bad exit. See what I did there? Shakespeare jokes. We got them.